In a weird twist of fate, Blue's Clues is getting a Nickelodeon reboot, and Marvel's Agents of S.h.i.E.L.D. may be getting the axe.
Is this whole show just a giant segment of This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is so depressing. Why did we agree to do this show?
Because we're not good enough to host Blue's Clues.
Speak for yourself, bitch. I'm Chris Carr.
I'm Whitney Van Lanningham.
And this is NerdWire. It's looking like the season finale of Marvel's Agents of S.h.i.E.L.D. could actually be the end of the entire series. According to executive producer Jeffrey Bell, that's at least the approach the writers are taking when penning this possible episode. Said Bell, quote, "Right now, we're writing a series end, because as far as we know, this could be it."
Despite giving us a brand new setting this season by taking the team to space, getting wibbly-wobbly with their timeline, and working to save the planet from total destruction, this show hasn't been pulling in viewers in that sweet spot age range of 18 to 49-year-olds. You know, the demographic that isn't quite ready yet for the senior discount at IHOP.
Is that really the age range? Because so many 18-year-olds have the same taste as people rapidly approaching 50.
I don't know, man. I got into a fist fight with a middle-aged mouth breather at Comic-Con over a Pickle Rick shirt, so I guess anyone can be into anything now.
Even though we might be calling it quits on the show, the creators have assured us that we're going to get the closure we want, without writing off the possibility of more tales from the agents.
Said executive producer and writer, "We'll never end something without the potential for more story. That's how we've ended every season, because whenever we've come to the end of all the seasons past, we go into that mostly not knowing until the very last minute. So we're basically doing the same thing to close out season 5. It can fit as well into a possible series finale, and it can fit well as just another season's end."
Her husband and fellow creative lead Jed Wheaton added that, quote, "You always want to leave the idea that there's more stories. It's a question of whether or not we will tell them. We have our end, and we'll stick to it regardless. And we think it'll work either way. We want there to be a sense of resolution for the audience, and a reward for the audience for being on this whole journey. We don't want to leave them hanging with something that didn't get paid off. That being said, not everybody is going to die in the finale, so those people will live on with stories to tell."
All this news is coming right as the series is about to hit its 100th episode, and with the recent reveal that everyone's favorite agent and card collector Phil Coulson is dying. But for reals this time. Maybe. I don't know, it's Marvel, man. What even is death?
If this is the end, as much as it saddens me, it would totally make sense to kill off Coulson.
You shut your whore mouth! Nothing happens to Daddy Coulson! Nothing!
Okay, but you gotta admit, it would take the whole show full circle.
I don't care. Clark Gregg is a national treasure. Blue's Clues isn't the first cartoon you think about when you're talking 90s Nicktoons, but Puppy Detective Blue and her bumbling owner Steve dominated children's television in the 90s and early aughts.
I thought Steve died of a heroin overdose. Or was he killed in a car crash and replaced with a body double like Paul McCartney?
Nah, dude. He just left the show because he was going bald and didn't want to ruin a bunch of children's childhoods.
Oh, you took that over for him.
It was the least I could do. My grandma and I spent the majority of 1998 making fun of Steve for not being able to see the giant blue paw prints all over his house.
Oh shit, the internet says that Steve had a music career.
Yeah, dude. Songs for Decimites was really bad. He recorded it at his house in Brooklyn like any 35-year-old hipster going through a midlife crisis. Dude, just get hair plugs. It worked for Steve Carell.
Why are they bringing this show back again?
Apparently they're giving Blue a makeover because no woman in Hollywood is allowed to peer her actual age, not even a cartoon dog.
As long as they address the fact that Steve was just cool with Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper having sex in the kitchen, I'll be set. How does Salt and Pepper make paprika? Mrs. Pepper was clearly getting some strange on the side. This show made absolutely zero sense.
So yeah, Nickelodeon, if you're looking to hire a host for Blue's Clues that won't ignore a giant paw print smack dab at the center of a picture frame, Chris and I are available.
That's the whole reason for the revamp. Nickelodeon's numbers have been steadily declining since their reign as the #1 children's network in the 90s and 2000s, so they're looking to bring back some old classics.
Do you want to audition for Blue's Clues like right now?
Obviously.
Oh, hi, you're here. Oh, I see. You left a clue. We'll play Blue's Clues to figure it out. We're all gonna play Blue's Clues, cause it's really fun. Remember, Blue's paw print will be on the clues.
A clue! A clue!
I don't see a clue.
It's right there, a clue!
Do you see the clue?
It's right there, Steve! Ah! And now for our segment, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things.
The marketing geniuses behind Solo, a Star Wars story, have paired up with numerous sponsors like Denny's, Nissan, and Solo Cups.
That's right, Solo Cups, because apparently Han Solo is being branded as the Toby Keith of a galaxy far, far away. Denny's, Nissan, and Solo Cups. Ugh. Young Han is apparently the frat boy of my nightmares.
Han YOLO. Are we gonna see Chewie and Han playing some drinking form of hologram chess? Will they get involved in shitty space alley races and adorn the Falcon with a Nissan emblem? Will they be so baked they've gotta go to Denny's and chow down a Grand Slam and blue milk to sober up before meeting Lando?
Oh, the blue milk would be good to put in because they're also sponsored by General Mills.
Who picked these brands?
Will you be using Han Solo cups the next time you play beer pong? How do you feel about Agents coming to a close? Who can't wait to sing the Mail Time song again? Let us know in the comments below.
And while you're there, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Next time, let's fight Dave.
Oh yeah, super punchable.
You shut your whore mouth! Nothing happens to Daddy Coulson! Nothing!
All right, you gotta admit, it would take the whole show. Rage!
Rage! About when you're talking 90s Nicktoons.
Cartoons by Stevie Nicks. Who can't wait to sing the Mail song one time? One more.
One time. You can only sing it once. If you do it more than once, you'll die. Okay.